Imagine needing to rebuild half your car just to fit inside it. Sounds ridiculous, right? But for Shaquille O'Neal, that's just another Tuesday. He's not just a basketball giant with 4 NBA titles and 3 Finals MVPs. He's a true car fanatic. And when your frame stretches 7 feet 1 inch, let's just say the average sports car doesn't exactly roll out the red carpet. So Shaq did what only Shaq can do. He built a garage that makes millionaires jealous and mechanics scratch their heads. Let's kick things off with one of the flashiest members of his fleet, the Ferrari F355 F1 Spider. Nicknamed the Forever Convertible, this car wasn't just modified, it was transformed. The soft top? Gone. In its place, a custom tunnel cover. The fuel tank? Relocated to the front. The seats? Pushed back a full 9 inches to accommodate Shaq's towering legs. Inside, you'll find a 2-tone black and gray interior stitched with Superman logos on the seats, and the custom Shaq F1 license plate finishes it off like a signature on a masterpiece. And yes, this beast still runs the original 3.5-liter V8 engine pushing out 375 horsepower. It was even featured on MTV Cribs before hitting the auction block.
That was some party you threw.
Woo!
$1 million. Are you going to do that for everybody? Yeah.
But that's just the beginning. Slide over to something a little more bold and a whole lot louder. His 2002 customized Cadillac Escalade. Picture this: burgundy paint, 26-inch chrome wheels, and scissor doors that open upward like wings. Inside, Superman logos stitched into the leather seats, 8 Audiobahn subwoofers to shake the street, and a 6-liter V8 engine under the hood. This Escalade wasn't just a purchase, it was a celebration. Shaq picked it up right after the Lakers locked in their 3rd championship. Oh, and by the way, he also owns a classic 1963 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. Because why have one Cadillac when you can have 2? And we're just warming up. Coming up next, a Bentley shopping spree gone wild, a Lamborghini stretched to fit a giant, and a custom Dodge Challenger that screams Krispy Kreme. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Trust me. Just when you think Shaq's garage couldn't get more outrageous, he walks into a Bentley dealership and buys 3. Not 1, not 2, but a full Bentley trio. The Azure, the Arnage, and the Continental GT, all in one sitting. Why? Because a salesman made the mistake of doubting him. That moment turned into a $1 million flex that perfectly sums up Shaq's personality: bold, spontaneous, and a little extra. Later, he admitted it might have been a bit impulsive. But hey, when you've got a net worth like his, a triple Bentley purchase is just a Wednesday. Now, let's cruise over to something sleek: the 2006 Mercedes S550 convertible. But this isn't your average Benz. It's been completely reworked by German tuning house Lorenzer. They chopped the roof, threw on a pearl white finish, added suicide rear doors, and mounted 22-inch rims just to keep it Shaq-sized. He picked this one up during his Miami Heat championship season, and his attitude toward car buying stayed the same. If it doesn't fit me, it doesn't fit in my collection. Respect. But here's where things get wild. A Lamborghini Gallardo stretched 12 inches longer. Yep, Shaq took one of the most compact, high-performance supercars on Earth and had it modified by Gafolio family metal crafters, just so he could fit inside. It still runs the original 5-liter V10, delivers 512 horsepower, and clocks a top speed of 195 miles per hour, even with the stretch. Shaq once said, "I don't just drive cars, I live in them." And with a custom Gallardo that's practically a limo, it's hard to argue. But if you thought that was the wildest ride, hold on, because now we're talking about the Shaq Cat. It's a custom Dodge Challenger RT, and it's just as insane as it sounds. Packed with a 707 horsepower Hellcat engine, this beast was converted into a convertible, decked out in red LED lights, and finished off with retro Hemi decals. But the best part? It reflects Shaq's soft spot for donuts, literally. The vibe of this car is a tribute to his Krispy Kreme franchise, and if that's not the most Shaq thing ever, I don't know what is. So far, we've seen million-dollar flexes, stretched-out supercars, and a whole lot of horsepower, but we're still not done. Next up, a tricked-out Vador, a Rolls-Royce Phantom that barely fits in most garages, and a custom Polaris slingshot that turns heads on every corner. Trust me, the next few rides will leave you wondering, does Shaq even drive these? Or is he building a car museum?
You could tell, like I felt it. It was a good feeling.
See if I can fit.
So 2 seconds ago, you were getting in that.
Shh. It's like I'm in a hot tub right now. Not with you, by my... Matter of fact, get out of my hot tub. Get out of my... 2 dudes in a hot tub ain't cool.
That tear.
That's your sweat.
Coming in at number 4 is something a little different. A wild ride that turns more heads than a Lamborghini on fire. It's Shaq's Polaris Slingshot, affectionately nicknamed the Sling Shack. This 3-wheeled open-air roadster looks like a Batmobile mated with a go-kart. And of course, Shaq couldn't leave it in stock. No way. He had it customized from top to bottom. We're talking full LED lighting, an 18-speaker sound system, because apparently 17 wasn't enough, and all the creature comforts his massive frame could need while cruising exposed to the elements. Under the hood, or rather, under the plastic paneling, it runs a 2.4-liter GM engine pushing 173 horsepower. That might not sound like much compared to the monsters in Shaq's garage, but keep in mind this thing weighs about as much as a sandwich. It rockets from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, which is more than enough to give you a face full of wind and adrenaline. Shaq isn't just about speed, though. He's about presence. And nothing on the road draws eyes like a giant man in a 3-wheeled neon beast with music blasting from every angle.
This is a Vanderhall Venice. It is a 3-wheeled roadster with a 1.4-liter engine. It's a snappy little car. What do you think?
But wait, the 3-wheeled madness doesn't stop there. At number 3, we've got the Vanderhall Venice Roadster, another autocycle that breaks every design rule in the best way. This thing has no roof, no doors, and barely enough windshield to count. It's a motorized bathtub with an attitude. And yet, somehow, it fits Shaq perfectly, with no major modifications. That's saying something. The Venice runs a 1.4-liter turbocharged engine, and while it's not breaking any speed records, it's light, fast, and fun. It's built for style and summer cruising. Plus, Shaq isn't the only one vibing with this ride. Jamie Foxx and a few other Hollywood names have been spotted with one, so it's got celebrity street cred. But make no mistake, Shaq's version is one of a kind, because no one else fills the driver's seat like he does. From trikes to supercars, Shaq proves that if it rolls, roars, or glows in the dark, he'll find a way to fit in it. And the top 2 on this list, let's just say they're bigger than life, just like the man himself. Ready to hit the final stretch? All right, let's bring it home with the final 2 spots, because when it comes to Shaq's garage, he saved some of the most outrageous for last. At number 2, we've got the Vador Roadster, a ride that looks like it drove straight off a movie set, and that's because it kind of did. This wild-looking machine is best known as the Joker's car in Suicide Squad, and naturally, Shaq had to have one. But here's the twist. Beneath all that flashy, angular bodywork, it's built on an Infiniti G35 chassis, running a 3.5-liter V6 engine. Not exactly a Lamborghini under the hood, but the looks? Absolute showstopper. The transformation comes courtesy of a Carolina-based body kit that gives the car its insane, futuristic supercar vibe. And with Shaq behind the wheel, you better believe it turns heads wherever it goes. He didn't keep this one forever, though. The Vador eventually hit eBay in 2021, making waves online as fans and collectors scrambled to own a piece of Shaq's automotive history. Even in a garage full of luxury and power, this one stands out purely for its drama and style. It's less about horsepower and more about persona, which, let's face it, is something Shaq has in spades. And finally, taking the #1 spot on this wild ride through Shaq's garage, his Rolls-Royce Fleet. Yes, Fleet, because one simply wasn't enough. Let's start with the Phantom Drophead Coupe. Back in 2009, Shaq dropped serious cash on not one, not two, but three of these ultra-luxury convertibles. One went to LeBron James as a gift, and believe it or not, he even gave one to Donald Trump. The message: if Shaq considers you important, you don't just get a handshake, you get a Rolls-Royce. Then there's his more recent beast, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a $300,000-plus ultra-luxury SUV that manages to make even Shaq look compact. It's one of the few vehicles in his collection that didn't require any customization. The Cullinan is pure opulence, and Shaq rides it stock because it fits him just right, inside and out. So there you have it. From Vadors to Rolls-Royces, Shaq's garage is proof that when you think big, live large, and move louder than life itself, there's no such thing as too extra. If you thought Shaq's car collection was wild, just wait until you see what else he's hiding in his garage. Hit that like button, subscribe for more insane celebrity rides, and drop a comment. What's your favorite car from Shaq's fleet? We've got more coming, so stay tuned.